here somewhere. There you are. Hold on, everybody. I'm trying to get this stuff set up so I can do something. Oh. Okay. Um, I'm just trying to distract myself. Pop has been up for going on 36 hours. He's really agitated, and he just stripped his clothes off again. Um, I'm waiting for a nurse to come. Uh, I thought I had a little peaceful moment earlier, and I took off to go to the food bank, and I was called back immediately because the little restful 45 minutes he had, he woke right back up and he's stressed out again. Hey Pat, hey Patricia. Boy, I wish one of y'all were so close to somebody else could come sit with him just for a few minutes. He's just really agitated and I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Jaden sat with him for about 3 or 4 hours and let me take a nap. But Pop just don't understand. He don't, if that lucid moment he had the other day, he's not had another one since. He just stays confused. He just stays confused. And I don't know what to do to make him comfortable. He's actually quiet right now, which is a blessing, but I can't lay down or anything. Like I said, I called the nurse. Because not sleeping hardly at all. I feel like a massive baby. But just trying to stay busy while we wait. I sent Jay to lay down because he's exhausted. He's been a big help. He's been sitting with Pop and trying to soothe him, and just don't know what to do to soothe him. But like I said, I called the nurse. She is, somebody is on the way. The sleeping pills that they gave me to give him, he's not been able to take one today. Well, it's been a few hours. He was able to take his pills earlier this morning. But I've not been able to get him to take the rest of what he needs. Thanks, guys. I've had his music on, Barbara, and he keeps screaming, turn it off. So I turned it off. It seemed to make him more agitated. I even put his videos on his YouTube channel up on the TV, and he was screaming, turn it off, turn it off. So I turned it off. It's like everything agitates him, and that's all because of the confusion. That's all it is he's confused, and he thinks there's other people in the house. He even, a whole 4 hours last night, he kept telling me to throw those people out of the house, that they were in one of the rooms cooking drugs. He's that confused. So I think my biggest thing right now is I'm just exhausted, and overly emotional because of the exhaustion. And I'm scared, I'm worried, Jay's worried. Jay's worried that Pop will pass away and not understand that we're trying to help him. So he gets upset about that. Just trying to keep everybody not freaking out here. Don't help me none because I'm still freaking out. I got a massive headache. Donovan said he'll stay with him. I wish Joey could come sit with him for a few hours. He is at work trying to, he's working a 12-hour shift today because he's short in his rent. And I'm from Florida. And so he's at work. Joey was here this morning. Joey was the one that actually helped me sit him on the potty. And let Pop try to go to the bathroom. He still hasn't gone to the bathroom. So, but yeah, he was here this morning. He helped me sit him on the pot, and he was here for like 30 to 45 minutes. He's getting me another gate built from the hospital when he goes to work tomorrow. Tomorrow Joey works 8 hours in the morning at the hospital, and then 6 hours, and after that at the at Wawa. He works both jobs tomorrow, and then Sunday he works just at Wawa. He works a 12-hour shift at Wawa. Joey was upset, and he's upset because I'm upset, and he's upset because his hands are kind of tied. He helps when he can. If he's home and I need him, he comes running. So, oh, Barbara, he's got in his diaper, but he wants the diaper off, and that's not going to happen. He still hasn't had a bowel movement. He did, like I said, sit on the pot and try, but he got such out of breath that when he was on the pot that he begged to lay back down, and he might got a quarter-sized little ball out. That was it. I don't know. I just wish there was more clear days when he's, Pop, and we can have a conversation and he can tell me what's wrong. Since day before yesterday, he's not had one of those. He's been just completely out of it since then. And I don't know what to do. I'm kind of grasping at straws. Lord, I sound pathetic. And then he went through a period about 4 o'clock this morning. He says, get me out of here, take me downstairs. I'm like, Pop, you're at home in the living room. There's no stairs. And I think he finally got it because he stopped asking to go downstairs. But oh no, it's just been a weird few hours. An exhausting few hours. I did get about 180 magnets made. I'm scared for tomorrow because Jaden is coming with me to that Junk in the Trunk event so I could try to make some money. I didn't get to stay at the food bank this morning because Jay immediately pretty much called. I was there for maybe 30 minutes. He got the paperwork filled out and had to go. It's all right. I don't know. Hopefully I'll make enough money tomorrow to buy some decent amount of groceries, at least for a week. Oh, I'm just, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Um, he's finally calmed down. Um, he's going to calm down after I've called the nurse. I don't want them thinking that I'm making this stuff up because I'm overwhelmed. But he is. He's finally calmed down a little bit. That when he's quiet like that, he's actually asleep. I just don't know how long that will last. I know the minute I try to go lay down, he'll be awake again. I need a baby monitor is what I need, so I can actually go to the room and lay down and actually still hear him. I haven't even looked to see how expensive them damn things are. I did ask the nurse about it. That's something that hospice won't cover, or Medicare won't cover. I'm trying to clean up my craft table here because the cats keep laying on top of everything. They don't care. They lay on anything. And Midget wants to play with the baby kitten, and she gets so rough that I have to separate her from him because, boy, Barbara, I wish y'all were closer. Oh, if y'all were closer, I bet you he'd have no end of people coming to help and or sit there and hold his hand or talk to him. It would be freaking amazing. I did not. All of his family, or what's left of his family, is scattered. We've got some in Miami. That's my cousin. But I've not talked to him in years. He did reach out on Facebook just recently asking about Pop. But I've not seen him since I was like 14 or 15 years old. It's hard to record everything. I stay so... and it's not me being upset. I stay so scatterbrained half the time because I have a hard time. Ooh, that's pretty. I have a hard time keeping focus. It's my biggest issue. I want to do lives all the time to keep y'all in the loop, but you get so distracted with everything else and trying to keep him distracted so he's not so upset all the time. It's hard. I knew it was going to be hard. Write it down. I have been doing that. I got a little pad over here that I'm writing down, certain episodes and stuff with. But the Beatus home hospice, she pretty much call me anytime. Call anytime you need help. So far they've been really great help. And anytime I needed somebody to come, they came. It's been kind of nice. I just don't like the ones that come by and try to convince me to stick them in some home somewhere, because that's not gonna happen. I don't care how much sleep I lose. I don't care. I'm doing anything in the world to keep him home. I don't know how long he has, and I don't want it to be a phone call. Oh, hey, your dad passed, or hey, your dad's passing. You need to come in. I don't want it to be like that. I want to be here for him. They can, but they've got to, okay, from what I understand, hospice has 4 levels. Right now, we're at the beginning level. Right now, we have a nurse that comes once a week, and then we have aides, nurses' aides, the ones that'll help give them a bath and that type of thing, that comes Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then a phone call is all it takes for me to get somebody to come out. hey Pamela, a phone call will get somebody to come out that, that day, which I've already done just literally just a few minutes ago. So I don't know when they'll up it to the next level. I think it's getting close because Pop stays, the last 36 hours has been rough. He stays agitated, and Jay don't cry. Jay he's not an emotional child, never has been. He was the little boy that when you spanked him, he smiled at you. He didn't cry. I've seen this child cry twice in the last 2 days because he's so scared of Pop dying and thinking that we're not trying, or we're not trying to help him, or that type of thing. So I'm gonna take him to the market with me tomorrow, so he gets like a little break, and I get some help. And Donovan is going to stay. That's why I'm letting Donovan sleep today, because he worked last night. They completely, Robert, they've only got him on a sleep aid now. They've pretty much taken him off his meds to make him comfortable, to prevent side effects. He's not getting gabapentin anymore because he's not complaining of pain anymore. He is getting Plavix. He is getting, I've got him over here. There's like 4 pills he's taking, and 2 at morning and 2 at night now. He's not taking metformin or anything like that anymore. That reminds me, I got it today. I should have took my shot yesterday, and I haven't taken my meds. I've taken my antibiotics today, but that's about it. It's crazy. No, he's not had gabapentin in over 3 weeks. So if it was withdrawals, it would have been, thank you. It would have been, withdrawals would have been a long time ago. He's been off that for a good minute. I originally bleached my roots to do the rest of the color, and I liked the blonde so much that I left it. But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess if I had, I hate calling. Okay, Joey will help. Don't get me wrong. I hate calling him for help, because he is so freaking busy, and I worry about him. If he fails any test or anything in this PTA program he's in, he gets flunked out of that class. So while he's in school and doing all this stuff right now, I hate asking him for help because I'm scared that I will affect his grades. He is doing so well, so I hate calling him. And then Donovan's working right now while I'm out of work, and I hate asking for Donovan help, especially on the days that I know he has to work overnight. So it's left to me and Jay. Jay is a stick. Have y'all seen him? He's a stick. So we have a hard time. Yeah, that's what I've come to the realization today that I'm gonna have to call him a lot more than I have been. I guess I had to try it, like us being his sole support, that I wanted to try it and see how well I could do. I guess that's what it was, because I was adamant not to be reaching out for everybody to help me. But, reality has a way of slapping you upside the head. I know I can't do it by myself now. So, this is the second time we've had to call. The first time something was going on with his Foley catheter, and he wasn't able to get relief. I know you would. I know a bunch of y'all would be near, if y'all were near, to help. If I was rich, I'd fly everybody out so y'all could all take turns. That would be amazing. But my aunt was gonna come down uh, in North Carolina, but her and her husband had a big argument, and now he won't pay for her her air flight, her ticket, so she can't come now. Um, so there's that. That was my mom's sister. When my dad and my mom met, Annie was a teenager. That's my mom's last remaining sibling. Everybody else has passed away, and Annie's the last one. But Annie would have came down immediately. But you know, her and Jim fight a lot. They don't fight a lot, but he's got his own problems, and she pretty much takes care of him too. He's not bedridden. If he wanted to get up and get something to eat, he can. You know, he could take care of himself to that extent. He goes to the bathroom and all that by himself. She's just there for like emotional support. It is my big girl shirt. I was wearing this when I was like 107 pounds heavier. I sleep in it now because it's comfortable to sleep in. Oh my gosh. I don't know, people. He's been quiet for a minute now. I'm so happy. I wanted to show y'all something. Look. Some of the new bags came in. This is a Karomi bag. It's like a little backpack. It's got the tie and everything in there. That's going to the market with me. And then I got a Senna. This is stuff that was ordered. It's been held up at customs. This is a long time ago. Here's a Labubu little crossbody bag that's got a little stuffy in it. It's got the strap in there too. That's like a little crossbody. There's 2 of those. No, there's 3 of those because I got a brown one and a mint green one. And then, oh, and I got a purple one. But there's like several different of these really nice, sturdy, heavy canvas bags. I got a bunch of those. I'd like 40 of those. I had forgot all about that. That was ordered. Certain things that's got certain characters or brands will get held up at customs for. It's been a long time since they were ordered. I think that I bought them when I had that last really big, really good weekend at the flea market. I did really well and was able to get on and order some stuff. But hopefully the canvas bags, I'm gonna sell $5 a pop because they're sturdier. They're better than I thought they would be. I thought they were gonna be that flimsy material, but it's that nice thick canvas. My stuff helps distract me. It helps distract me. I've been digging through everything, trying to figure out what I'm taking to the market. Look, ain't they pretty? And then these, they are bejeweled Hello Kitty heads. That will either, I don't know if I'll put them on pins or if I'll make a chain out of them because they can go on either. And then there's a little perfume bottle. But yeah, there's several of those little Hello Kitties. Look. And then look at the Mickey ears. It's a Minnie Mouse because there's a little bow in the middle. It's another perfume bottle, but it's green. And these are shaker beads. They got stuff in the middle of them. There's a pink Hello Kitty. Some little hearts. Most of these are going to go on pins. Oh, and the silver strawberries. Those are really hard to find. I wanted a bag of 200 of those, and these damn things, they wanted $76 for 200. So I settled for what I could get. And then these are really pretty. There's stars on there. But yeah, I was gonna try to make a bunch of stuff, but every time I get going and start, and Pop gets upset. So I washed dishes twice because nobody else will. Nobody wants to wash dishes. I hate washing dishes too, but it's been sitting overnight, so I need to get it done, or needed to get it done. I'm gonna see if Pop will let me put him back in that hospital gown. He was asking for KFC again. I'm glad he remembers certain things, and I'm glad he likes, right now he's eating oatmeal. He likes grits. I tried to make him some eggs. He ate a little bit of the eggs. He likes chocolate pudding and KFC. He's more picky now than he has been his whole entire life where it comes to food. And I think it's mostly memory. I think it's a comfort, or there's something tied to it, because the pudding, my mom used to make these, it was before Jell-O pudding pops came on the market, but she used to make her own pudding pops. So he likes chocolate pudding. Now he likes the chocolate and vanilla swirl pudding in the refrigerated section at Walmart. I try to get that all the time, but he's not the only one like it. Jay will fuck it up, excuse my language. That little boy will eat it up. And they've also figured out that they like that flavored oatmeal too. So I've been getting the variety box of oatmeal, flavored cream of oatmeal. But today he's ate 2 bites of banana and wouldn't eat nothing else but chicken. Wanted chicken. I couldn't get him no chicken. I'll get him some chicken tomorrow. I should do pretty good with the stuff I have made. I need to make some more shit. Excuse my language. Especially with some of these new beads. But hopefully I'll do pretty good tomorrow, and I'll try to get him some chicken and coleslaw. That's another thing he likes. I've been trying to record some video of him, but I don't know if I want video of him out of his mind. I like the videos he's posted on his YouTube channel when he was Pop, even though some of the videos used to make me so upset. Okay, thanks. I'll talk to you later. Hey, bring me that phone. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Hello? Hello. I'm not sure what they told you. Okay, he's resting now, finally. He's had a quiet moment for the last 30 minutes. He's been really quiet, but for the last 36 hours, he has been extremely agitated. I'm not sure what's going on. He's not sleeping well at all. I think in 36 hours, he might have slept 3 hours off and on. Now he's calmed down. It's been 30 minutes. He's been really quiet. It started with this just it's been going on for the last 36 hours. There's only been one nurse that's came one time, and I don't have her number. I've got the main number, which I've used twice now. And yes, I called earlier today. That's why you called now. I called once more. Yes, several days ago before this started happening, because something was going on with his catheter, his Foley catheter. She came and flushed the catheter out and made sure everything was working correctly, and that was the other day. Now after that he had there was a really good day where he was very clear headed, and like I said, for 36 hours now he's just been really agitated, really confused. The confusion is nothing new. I'm not freaking about the confusion. It's just the agitation in him not sleeping well. I don't know what else to do to help him. Yes, I have. He had a nugget. We was able to get him on the pot today. He wanted the diaper off, and he wanted to sit on the pot. My middle son was home at the time, and he came across from his apartment and came and helped us put him on the pot. For 30 minutes he got a nugget out, but he couldn't stay sitting upright for long because he was losing his breath. So he says he's in no pain, but again, I don't know. He's taking the Senna, the Miralax. He'll take a few sips and then he won't take any more. Oh, when he like with food, if he don't want it, he spits it right back out. I think it's just exhaustion. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want to wake him up. I would love to have. Oh no, I don't want to wake him up. I'm exhausted, but I'm scared to lay down right now because the minute my head touches the pillow, he'll be up again. So I'm sitting here at my craft table, hoping he'll stay down for a while. It's been going on 5 hours now. Yeah, it's a pill. Okay. Okay. I did give him his Senna this morning, but that Senna says only once a day. No, today he's had 2 bites of banana. I tried to give him a third and he spit it out. Yesterday he ate a half a bowl of oatmeal. He ate some clam chowder, not a lot. These little cup-sized bowls is what he's eating. And sometimes not even that whole cup. But he's drinking a lot of milk. He's drinking water. He even begged for some Pepsi Cola, stuff like that. I give him anything he wants. I even offered him a piece of chocolate. He ate a bite of that and didn't eat no more of that. Right. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Ooh, that was the nurse. Oh, wow. Really? Well, you know what? The sweets is usually the first thing he tastes, Barbara. I swear it is normally I cannot, now pound cake, he will mess up that pound cake. Um, wow. George, thank you. Oh, my Lord. um, the nurse is going to call me back. She's going to, she's going to try to up his dose of Ativan. It helps him sleep, instead of every 4 hours, every 2 hours. The last thing I've ever wanted to do was drug him. But right now, with how he's doing, I just want him to rest for a little while. Um, just rest for a little while. I don't want him, I hate seeing him upset. Vitus, it has been amazing, people. I cannot get, I am so glad I went with them. Um, I, I'm sorry. Son, please. I'm sorry. Fuck. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Fuck. Um. He's sleeping right now, Joey. Just call me when you're on break, and I'll keep you posted. The nurse called back, and she's trying to get some medication adjustments. That's like the third time Joey's texted. I don't want him to get in trouble at work. Um. It's not cool. I don't understand how he could be so clear-headed one day and then in the next just be so out of it. It's absolutely sucks monkey balls. It sucks. I've never in my life missed my mama so much as I do right now. If my mom was still here. Big ass baby. This is not us. I knew it was going to be hard. I did. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew it. But I didn't know it was going to be this hard. If that makes sense. I just want my dad back. I just want him back. I want him to argue with me. I want him to get on his YouTube channel and make his videos, and I want to get mad at him for riding off on the scooter without telling me where he went. For worry of it breaking down, I'd give anything for him to do that again. I want my dad back. I want him to bring home a bunch of junk and junk up the porch again, and just so I can argue with him. I wouldn't even care if he was digging in everybody's trash, looking for cans or something. I wouldn't care. I want him to talk shit about my hair color. Or him tell me I look like a butch because I cut my hair off. Or talk shit because I've not told him where I was gone and he's worried about me and my foot. I think my foot scared him more than it scared me. Or get mad because I would come home and do everything else besides go to bed and get ready for work the next night. He hated that. He hated that I was working so much too. I guess that's the only good thing about me being off of work right now is I get to be here with him. I wish I would have made better choices so I could have been really able to take care of him the right way. Carmen's gonna come over in a couple of days and give him a manicure. Because Dad has, Poppy's got really pretty nails. They're hard. They look like they've had tips, but they're his nails. His nails are pretty. She had me take a picture of his hands, and she's gonna come over and give him a manicure. I was just hoping he'd be clear-headed so he could enjoy it and ask questions, because he's intrigued by her doing nails. Guys, y'all are amazing. This is almost, I don't know. It has been an awful couple of days. I just, you know, at half the time I'm sitting here trying to, I don't know. I think I'm so emotional because I'm just so exhausted. I think that's the biggest thing, is I'm exhausted. I think that's the biggest thing, is I'm just so, excuse my language, I'm so freaking tired. And I'm scared to sleep sometimes because I don't want him to think we've run off somewhere. I don't want him to feel like we're abandoning him. He's so confused right now, though, that I don't think he'd think that, but oh, come on, really. Oh my goodness. Trying to get this out of this other piece. Oh. I thought about it. I'm gonna look into getting like one of those little air mattresses from work. My store manager told me, oh look, told me to let her know if we needed anything. I don't know if that'll constitute. She's usually pretty good at stuff, helping employees sometimes. I don't know. But I've thought about it, but still, I thought about crawling into bed with him, and I could sit on the edge of the bed, but he says ouch, ouch when I do that. He's just been so agitated, bless his heart. I wish I can get him to understand that we're doing everything we can to help him. He's just so confused. My ear hurts. Look, it's Hello Kitty. I made several of those, see? And then this one. And then Kuromi. I just gotta beat them. I don't know how to beat them. I know how to beat them, but I haven't put it together yet. It's been hard to concentrate on anything. I've also got these I gotta do something with. That one. I thought about bringing that twin mattress in here, but Jaden has been staying in that room because it's close to where Pop is now, and I don't know. The living room is really small too. That's another reason. That's the extent of the living room. It looks kind of far away, but it's not. The house is tiny. The house is tiny. It is. I'm just very, very, very overwhelmed. And I'm hoping, like, I will. I'm hoping that, like y'all said, that maybe if I keep calling, they'll escalate it a little bit and I'll get a little bit more help. It's just embarrassing bringing... I don't invite people over to this house because it's so tiny. The floors are disgusting. I don't want people thinking we're pigs because the floors are so nasty. It's just... I get embarrassed, you know. 3 big ass cat litter boxes in here because I can't tell Pop and Jay no on the damn animals, and then people bring it, dropping pregnant cats off out the road, outside, and then I don't get suckered. I just can't leave a mama cat out there with babies because we got these big old owls and hawks that just pick them up and take them off and eat them. So my tender heart gets stuck with cats, and excuse my language, I mess around and name them. Now I'm sitting here with 8 damn cats. Luckily, most of them go outside. There's 3 that stays in the house. That's Midget, um, Chonky, and Salt. Salt is very confused. He is the first white cat with the orange eye, the hair, ears that stays, laying on Pop. Bless his heart, he's dumb, but he stays in, Midget stays in, and Chonky stays in. They are inside cats. They will not be outside cats. Everybody else goes outside. So they come in to eat, and then they go right back out. And then we have Bailey that's permanently inside. It's just all of these dad-glum animals. And you know what? I love them all. They aggravate the shit out of me, but I love them all. I guess I am that crazy cat lady. They help keep me sane, though. Yes, Salt does. Oh my gosh. Salt and Bailey both. Bailey is very jealous of Salt because Salt can jump up on the bed. Bailey can't. She says she's getting old. She can't jump up that high anymore. So she's very jealous of Salt. Okay, Bailey, Mama give you some water. Hold on, Mama. Hold on. Let me give her some water. Come on. Here you go, Mama. Here you go. Oh, I haven't changed the bandages on my foot today. I need to. I hate doing that because the minute the bandages come off, my foot starts throbbing. And I can't take my pain pills because they'll knock me out. Yeah, that's Bebe. That's Pop's little old dog. Anyway, but she's supposed to call back. Hopefully she can get approval for the meds. The problem then is getting Pop to take the pills. When he's not agitated, he takes them pretty well. It's just I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. And I know I'm doing my best, but I guess that's just some of them, the self-doubt that keeps popping in my head. I constantly doubt everything, or everything I'm doing, I constantly doubt it. I thought about that, but he's drinking more milk than he is Pepsi, so I'd have to put it in the milk. Hey, what do y'all did? Y'all think? Okay, I've started making these too. It's clips. I don't know if anybody would buy themed clips. Everybody likes clips for their chips and stuff, and it's a magnet too, so I don't know. I'm thinking of 101 things that I think I could sell. I'm hoping I found some good things. There's a cherry I made too. A lot of people don't want the pin part. They want just the regular badge rules, and I thought that was what was coming, and I haven't gotten any. I've just got a bunch of the badge pins. I also got the refills for the pins. Oh, and I got this little display. Hold on. that side, and then that's that side. It's all the Badger pins. Again, that's for earrings, but I'm going to use it for the Badger, the pins, so that they can hang there instead of laying all over the table. Let's put some on each side. Oh. I don't feel like I'm doing good. I feel like a complete waste of space half the time. Oh, y'all are going to be my emotional support channel. Oh my gosh. This, I never thought in 1,000 years. I always expected my dad to be larger than life. Pain in the butt, but larger than life. I never expected it to be like this. Nobody ever does, though. Nobody ever expects this stuff to happen. Boy, I wish. I hope so, because I busted my ass coming down Joey's stairs again. I went up there yesterday because I go to his apartment for the doctor, my home health nurse to come, because she's allergic to cats. So I go up there, and she looks at my foot and takes pictures and does all that stuff. So most of my bandages and stuff over there. So I went up there. The stairs are pretty steep. I went over there, went upstairs, no problem. Seen the nurse, no problem. I was leaving, coming down the stairs. I got down to the very last 2 stairs. I stepped and I went down. How? I have no idea. All I can tell you is that boot. It's got a curved end, so you step and you go down, and because I've got no toes there, it just crumbled, and I went down with it. I landed on that right knee. Good gracious almighty, did it hurt. It sent pain straight up that leg to my hip, up my back. I sat there and cried for a minute and got my old ass up and came on in, limping. I fall a lot, so I'm hoping that prosthetic insert will help. It's either an insert or it's a cap, like it goes on to the end of your foot. We'll see. But the surgeon is still suggesting I have those 3 little baby toes cut off too for a full cap. I can't do that right now. I don't want to lose the rest of those toes. I feel like if they keep cutting, I'm going to end up losing my whole foot. So I would rather let them little toes hang on for as long as possible. They ain't causing no problems. The only problem is right now is I got a blister on top of each one, and I don't know how that happened. I can't believe Pop's been this quiet, and I've been on here an hour, and he's quiet right now. I think he exhausted himself, honestly, because he's been, that moaning y'all heard when I first got on, he's done that for 36 hours, or talking about asking about who the people is in the house, and there was a whole disagreement with he thought there was people in the room cooking drugs, and they were out to get me evicted, and he was just wanted to go downstairs. There's no stairs in here. Well, there's 2 stairs to my room, but he wanted to go downstairs. He wanted to sit up in the bed, so we tried to sit him up in the bed. He got mad because we had to kind of pull and push him. Um, then we sat him up, and he when he sits up like that, he has a hard time catching his breath because he's not used to it now, and he begs to lay back down. He begged to get on the potty. We got him on the potty, and he couldn't sit there long before he lost his breath. He keeps yanking his oxygen off. Um, I try to feed him sometimes. He'll eat, and then he gets mad and starts spitting it out, literally pushing it out with his tongue. He wants to watch TV. I turn the TV on, and then he kept saying, "Why is this shit on? Why is this shit on?" And it's the same stuff he always watches. And I don't want to listen to this shit. Turn that off. I turned cartoons off. He was actually quiet for SpongeBob for a little while, and then he looks over at me. He says, "What is this shit?" And I'm like, "Pop, it's a cartoon." And he said, "Turn it off." So we turned it off. 30 minutes later, "Hey, turn that back on." So we turn it back on. It's been like that craziness for 30 to 36 hours. One thing after another. It's like he has a dream. The few little sections of minutes that he slept, it's like he has a dream, and he wakes up and he's still in that dream. Yeah, almost. Hey, Lisa. So it's almost, I tried to explain it to Jay, like, yeah, it is almost like he is reverted back to a child, and that's how you gotta handle him. And I said, just like when sometimes babies scream and yell and pitch a fit, you just got to let them pitch that fit, and they'll eventually stop. Well, that's what I was trying to get him to understand with Pop. Sooner or later, he's going to stop. He's not making any sense. He's not believing what you tell him. Like he screamed and yelled. I mean, when I tell you he screamed and yelled for like 3 hours straight. "Get me out of here. Get me up. Get me up. Take these clothes off." You could not get him to understand we couldn't move him, or he couldn't get up on his own. He swung his legs halfway off the bed, and we left him like that because the minute we put him back up, they'd go right back off. And I'm telling Jay, baby, this is what we got to do. This is it. We're not being mean to him. And then Jay gets upset and starts crying. I don't want him thinking we're not trying to take care of him. I don't want him dying thinking we're not trying to take care of him. Baby, that's not, Pop is kind of reverted. It's like he's reverted back to a kid, and we've got, this is what we have to do. And I don't think Jay still understands, honestly. Yeah, you're right. And I'm going to start calling more. I'm glad I called, and they've already called me back, and hopefully this, the more I call, the quicker they'll escalate it and get more help over here. It's been a wild ride the last few days, and now I'm scared. I'm planning on leaving him here with Donovan tomorrow. And when Donovan wakes up, because he worked last night, when he wakes up, I'm going to talk to him and explain to him some of the stuff that's going on. Donovan's seen it, so he knows, but I'm going to tell him certain ways to handle it. Because I'll only be gone 4 hours. It's only from 7:30 to 12, 4 or 5 hours. It don't last, because it gets so hot down here, it don't last longer than that. Hopefully I'll have a good day tomorrow. I'm almost wishing my foot would hurry and heal so I could go back to work, so I can get my full pay, because I don't know how much longer we can keep going on like this. And I want to make my little business successful, but that's the least of my worries. His full prognosis is he had the stroke. It's in the brainstem, and he has terminal multiple myeloma cancer. It is a blood cancer. It's a type of blood cancer that they could check several times and it won't show up. And finally, when it does show up, it's too late. They say um, we can fight it and put him through chemotherapy and all that stuff and buy him some more time. They're not given a time frame, but I've chosen not to seek chemotherapy. Papa's 84 years old. He has had that stroke. I want him, the remaining days of quality of life, to be the best they can, which is, it's hard. Um, he, I'm scared that if I was to go after fighting the cancer part of it, that it's just going to make him even worse than he is now. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I made the right choice, and other times I don't. Other times I feel guilty that I'm not trying to fight harder for him, but I feel like I am fighting for him now, even by making that decision. But that's his full diagnosis. The cancer is going to kill him before the stroke will. The stroke has caused more mental and more physical damage. He stays confused. He does have some lucid moments, but those are few and far between. It was a really good day for yesterday. He had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He kept saying he's sitting up in the bed. I really feel good today. Tomorrow I want to get in the wheelchair and I want to go sit out on the deck. And then the next day came and he was out of his mind again. He's quiet right now because he's asleep. I'm scared to hope that he'll sleep for a little while. It's kind of like having a newborn. You sleep when they sleep. But right now, I'm exhausted. But if I feel like if I go in there and lay down, he's gonna wake up. Because that's usually what happens. He goes in there and wake up. It's like his monitor, his timer in his head. Oh, she's laying down, and then he wakes up, just like a baby. Oh nope, I just heard him. No, that might be snoring. I think that's snoring. Yeah, that's snoring. That's snoring. Which is another good thing. Maybe he'll wake up more clear-minded. I notice when I do this to his head, if I scratch it or rub it like this, that kind of soothes him. And then other times it pisses him off and he swats my hand away. Or he's keeping that oxygen pulled off. I'm going to have to tie it or something behind, or tape it to his head so he won't pull it off. I don't know. But I find if I do that to his hair or his head, that it kind of soothes him. And then this nail right here, it's got little stones on it. That when Carmen did it, he'll sit there and rub that nail, and that kind of soothes him. He's not done that today. That helped him yesterday. He rubbed that nail, and he would sit there and just rub it and look around and kind of absent-minded. Carmen said that she'll redo these shorties and then put more stones on all the nails, so that way he can just hold my hand and rub the nails. I love my bestie. She calls and checks on me on a regular basis and checks on Pop on a regular basis. But she's so busy. I've not seen her since we went to that concert, because she's still working at the doctor's office, and she's been booked solid at the place she's working at, the salon she works at in afternoons after the first job. So I've not got to see her very often. And that other nurse friend of mine that I was so close with, we stopped talking. Shortly after I had the first amputation surgery in December, Her daughter had a episode, and she was in the hospital and was doing all these things trying to find out what was wrong with her, and she got mad at me because I didn't run to the hospital to be with her daughter, because I wasn't there to support her emotionally, but she wouldn't consider what I was going through at the time with Pop, because Pop was back in the hospital at that time. That was one of the times, and I had just had surgery and I wasn't supposed to be on my feet. Mind you, nobody came to the hospital when I was in the hospital but Carmen. So Rosa got mad at me because of that, and her exact message was, let's see, I kept it. It was 2/12. It was back in February. Now, mind you, Rosa is a nurse that makes $37 an hour. I tell you that, you'll understand the context of that. She says, "Dear Jen, at the end of the day, we all have our burdens to bear. I'm struggling too, trying to keep up with my bills. While you might see it differently, our financial situations aren't as dissimilar as you think," which they are. Like I said, she makes $37 an hour, and her husband is a manager at one of the prison things that makes about the same as she does an hour. They live in a massive 4-bedroom house that they own. Our financial situations aren't as dissimilar as you think. I understand you're overwhelmed with your own challenges, but this was an emergency for me, talking about her daughter being in the hospital. And when I needed you the most, I felt abandoned. Last night was one of the toughest moments I've ever faced, and in that loneliness, your absence was deeply felt. My message was a cry for help, not a sign to leave me be. In your frustration, you misunderstood my need for support. She never said she needed any support. She just asked me what I was doing. That was the last message I sent her. You're mentioned, and I told her when she first sent me that email. I told her she made me feel like I had to walk around on eggshells and sugarcoat what I was going through to her because I didn't want to upset her. But she says, your mention of walking on eggshells around me tells me that our friendship has become a source of discomfort for you, which breaks my heart. I'm uncertain about the future, but my deepest wish is for your happiness and your life to improve. Perhaps for now, it's best we part ways to prevent reaching a point of irreversible damage. I am truly hurt and at a loss for how to proceed. I changed my number. This was the third time she's given me something like this before. It was almost like a jealous boyfriend type of thing. And she expected me to be a mind reader. You know, if I'm upset about something, I'm like, you look, I have no problem at telling somebody what I'm upset about. She won't. She wanted me to guess. She wanted me to read her mind. She wanted me to read the room. And if I'm going through a lot, it's really hard for me to read the room. And I said to myself after the second time she did something like this, that if she did it a third time, I just wasn't going to, I don't need that in my life because there's so much going on with myself and my dad. So we stopped talking. I miss her. I do miss her. We were friends for 8 years. But at the same time, I don't miss constant, and I did feel like I had to walk around on eggshells with her because she did not like hearing about me hanging out with Carmen. She was jealous of other friends I had. She was jealous of the concerts I would go to with Carmen, and she would make fun of me about going to these K-pop concerts. So she made fun of me for the different likes or dislikes that I had. She made fun of me about doing the beads and the crafts. Whereas Carmen encouraged me to do this craft stuff and try to make a business out of it. So I felt like I had to walk around on eggshells around Rosa. I finally got tired and expressed that I felt like I had to walk around on eggshells, that I could not fully be or tell her what was going on with everything because I did not want her to get her feelings hurt. I didn't want her to take it the wrong way. And maybe I should have been said that, but that's what happened with me and her. And then Joe, my hairdresser friend, I stopped talking to him because He, Joe is one of them people who, you go into his hair salon and he's constantly got church music playing. He plays one of them holier than thou Christian people, but then the next breath is talking about somebody. Well, one particular day I went to see him, and he started telling me something that somebody told him about Carmen. But mind you, Carmen is my best friend. I'm like, well, why aren't you saying nothing to Carmen? Oh, no, don't say anything to Carmen. You know, I don't want to stir up anything. But why did you tell me this? Because you know I'm going to tell her. No, you can't say anything to her. And I'm like, but this will affect her business. This could affect her business, because he told me that this chick told him that Carmen would not she would not accept a gift certificate he purchased at Christmas time for this girl to have her nails done. And he said the girl told him that Carmen would not honor it. And I'm like, that's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. And so I told Carmen about it. And he got pissed off at me and cussed me out and told me I was just trying to stir up problems and I should have never brought him. And baby, you brought yourself into it the minute you started talking about Carmen like that. He knew Carmen longer than I have. He's known Carmen for 13 years and chose not to tell her what this woman was saying. This woman, he's only known months what was being said. Or hey, why are you not honoring this gift certificate I purchased? Well, the girl lied, because Carmen had been talking to her via text message and been asking her when you come in to redeem the gift certificate. So I stopped talking to both of them. Carmen is pretty much the only friend I have right now. I choose to be involved with people who was not going to bring chaos into my life. I don't need any more chaos. I've got enough of my own. I've got enough stuff to deal with. Right now, Carmen is my peace. You guys help too. Y'all let me sit here and rant and rave and cry. And y'all love Pop as much as I do, which is a blessing in itself. It's a blessing. Hold on a second. Hello? Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Yeah, right now he seems to be resting still. I heard some snoring, so I think he's exhausted himself finally. Yeah. Oh, okay. Where did you call it in? Okay. Yeah, I can go. They're gonna fill it now. Oh, okay. Great, great. Yeah. Um, what do I mix it in? Anything? So I can put it in his milk and there's, okay. Does it have a, okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Um, yeah, tomorrow afternoon would be great. Okay. Okay. No, thank you so much. Okay, so she called in a prescription for liquid. It's his sleeping medicine. That we'll put in his milk, because she's you know, with all the confusion and everything, he might refuse to take his pills. It should be ready. What time is it? It is 8:24 right now at night. Oh, it's that late. Oh yeah, it's getting dark. It should be ready anytime now. I'm gonna run and get it. But it's liquid form, and I'll put it in his milk because he loves cold milk. I'll put it in his milk. And she's gonna come tomorrow afternoon. The nurse is, and discuss some better times. So that sounds like they're going to start coming more often. I'm gonna go get this prescription before the pharmacy closes, everybody. Um, don't be surprised if I'm back on later, if he wakes up again. Um, just to keep my sanity. But I'll keep everybody posted, and thanks for listening to me and being my shoulder to cry on and all this amazing stuff. I cannot get y'all to understand how much I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everybody that keeps emailing and texting and everything. Just thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go get this and get it ready. Well, not get it ready. I've got some milk in there, freeze. I'm trying to get some ice in it because he likes it icy. Just thank you. But I'll try to get back on soon. Bye.